Today I wanted to share with you the grading and transcript features of the new View platform. So what we're looking at here is a studio, which some schools might call a class or a course. It's where the students do most of their work. Over here you see all of the students enrolled in the studio. And over here is sort of all of the content that the students create. All of that's not extremely important right now, but what we're going to do is go to the feedback tab, and then here you'll see all of the students that are enrolled in the studio. We can click on one of them to edit his grades. So here you see we have two different categories of skills. We have design skills and subject skills. The design skills are higher level skills, if you will, that sort of apply globally to all studios, such as engagement, communication, critical thinking, etc. The subject skills are more the hands-on skills, such as diagramming, programming, mathematics, etc. For each skill, we can hover over the name of the skill to see a description of that skill. For each skill, we can also grade the student on this scale, which has been set up elsewhere in the software. For each of these items, we can hover over the radio button to see what the description of this grade means. For example, reluctant to pursue open-ended exploration, etc. Or strong means actively and conscientiously pursues the iterative process, etc. So we can go through and click these radio buttons as we see fit. For each of these skills, we can also add or edit and evaluate a written text-based evaluation. So for example, if the student did anything particularly interesting around this skill, they learned a new piece of software or something like that, we can write that here. These are designed to be relatively short, but just to add a little bit of color around the grade. We're also able to add comments, which we can use or display in different places. We can assign no credit in rare cases and assign a reason no credit was given, and then we can go ahead and save these grades for that student. Now we're going to head over to the transcript section of the site. So here is where we're able to generate transcripts for the students. Now we're able to generate what we call an official transcript, which we would send to a college, for example, that the student was applying to. But we also have several different other types of transcripts that we use internally or for other purposes. So the first thing we would do when generating a transcript is to select the terms that we wanted to include on the transcript. So I'm going to go ahead and include the spring, fall, and winter terms. And as you can see here, I've already expanded one of these terms, which would allow me to individually select the studios which were in that term. Now down here, I can go ahead and say I want an official transcript, which will include a certain set of features. Will also be of a grid type, which you'll see what that means in a moment. And it'll include this header that says official transcript. There's obviously, as you can see here, different types of transcripts, each of which has a different type or a different set of features associated with it. But we'll go ahead and stick with the official transcript. We're going to give this a saved title. For example, 2016 official transcript, and I'll show you what that does later on. And here you see the transcript which has been generated. So you can see in the official transcript we don't actually include the design skills by design, no pun intended, which is why you don't see them here. But you see each of the subject skills, and you just see an X where this student completed that skill along with the description of each studio and etc. that he was enrolled in. Now, we can go back and I can show you another view, which just will give you an idea of the flexibility of the system. So this is a similar view to the other transcript that we looked at, but here we've included the design skills as well. And for each skill, we've included both the coach grade and the grade that the student gave him or herself. If you're looking at this transcript online, you can actually hover over each of these grades and see a full description of what that grade means. So here, as I mentioned, we have the coach grade and we have the student grade. We also show here a star, which means that the student was not graded, but there was an evaluation given, and so on and so forth. Okay. One more. I'll show you this internal progress report. And this is just basically a much simpler view, which just gives sort of a list of the studios that the student is in, the skills that he or she is participating in, some comments, and so forth. And finally, sometimes we just need to know, or sometimes a college just needs to know, a summary of all of the students' activity, and we're able to generate that like so. You'll notice up at the top here we have something that says this transcript URL, and what that does is every time we generate a transcript, if we've filled in the saved transcript field, a unique URL is given to this transcript, which can be shared by the student or by NewView, so that somebody can easily get back to this view. So that's about all I have to show you for today, and I'll see you in the next unit.